She was 82. You know, it would be so funny if you would have went on Twitter. I didn't go on Twitter yesterday to check out what people were saying about Raquel Welch, but it would have been great if you would have went to like the Raquel Welch hashtag on Twitter and you would have seen people like, I wonder if she was vaccinated. Oh, fuck.
She's just old.
She's just 82. When you're 82, you don't need a reason to die.
Yeah.
You get to die.
I'm always I frequent Instagram, obviously, and every time I see the death notifications, I now only send Aaron the like big old celebrities, so I'm like, oh, that's sad, or the really young guys, because those are the ones where you kind of wonder.
What do you mean?
About the whole young people
when they die.
away.
Oh, yeah. Like there was that soccer player.
Yeah.
Who just, he saved a ball, and then he dropped dead.
Dead.
And I'm sure, like,
saving balls is hard.
Yes. When Damar Hamlin collapsed and they tried to give us that bullshit, they're like, well, he did take a helmet to the chest. I'm like, first of all, he took a helmet to the shoulder and barely.
Like, how many worse hits have we seen ever? Like, a lot.
Yeah. Adam says, Andy, this is how I knew of Raquel Welch was the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
That's how I found out about Raquel Welch and, the hottie from the 40s and 50s. Why do I keep wanting to say Bridget von Hammersmark from Inglourious Bastards?
Definitely not her.
Son of a bitch, Shawshank Redemption. Rita Hayworth.
Okay.
The reason I only know about Rita Hayworth and Raquel Welch is from the movie Shawshank Redemption. Rita Hayworth back in the day was all right, too. 1950, let's say.
Oh, she's okay.
Yeah, Rita Hayworth was a little minx back in her day. Me, Johnny?
There was a lot more classic beauty back in the day. And
Well,
now things are just weird.
You couldn't get done up. Yeah, now Cardi B came in and you're just like, everyone looks like a fucking cartoon character. It's disgusting.
That is kind of it. Like, I showed you the Valentine's pictures that Offset posted of her yesterday, and it's like, that could have been really hot, but you look like somebody pumped up your ass cheeks with an air pump.
There's Sophia Loren. She was another one who back in the day was considered
she's
very,
hot.
very attractive. She had some tits on her.
She's got those eyes again. They had those sex eyes back then.
They knew how to scream. Well, that's because you weren't allowed to make a 3-verse song talking about how much dick you wanted. So you had to find subtle ways to say that you wanted dick.
I like this better. I like that look.
Jane Seymour. Holy shit. Back in like the 60s and 70s. Jesus Christ. Here, let's go 1967. It's like we're looking up vehicles. Like,
her.
Let's look up
Sure.
the 1960s models of Jane Seymour. I didn't know you were allowed to do that. She posed for Playboy back in the day. Let's go 1970s. Doesn't seem to be a lot from 67.
Sure.
Let's go 1975. Jane's. Yeah, I mean,
she's got that more hippie age look to her.
Yeah, I mean the 70s. It was a different time. But yeah, Jane Seymour was like, she was in Bond movies and shit. She was a lot of people jacking off to old Jane Seymour.
I'm trying to think of the chick that's in the Grumpy Old Men movies, the redhead.
Anne Margaret.
Anne Margaret, when she was younger, I feel like she was really hot too.
She's in that episode of Mad Men, the Bye Bye Birdie episode.
The worst song of all time.
Oh, that is, I can't.
It's just obnoxious.
That's a hard episode to watch.
Yeah.
Anne Margaret.
When she was young, she was really pretty.
1960s. Images. There you go, boys and girls.
Look, she's got that eye too. Yeah, they all did.
I am not a redhead guy.
I don't mind redhead.
You know who she reminds me of in this picture? Isla Fisher.
Yeah, okay.
She's got an Isla Fisher thing going on.
I can see that.
Anne Margaret does. Yeah, the problem is, like, a lot of these chicks, like I said, they aged so poorly because, again, they just smoked and drank themselves to death.
Somebody said Dr. Quinn.
She was still considered pretty hot in Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Yeah, and that was the 90s. That was like 30 years after she became a big deal. Jane Seymour, people still wanted to fuck her.
Yep.
Bo Derek's another one.
Oh.
Man, I think Jane Mansfield would definitely be one of my all-time favorites.
It was just a different type of hot back then, honestly.
Jose Pantalone says, I don't like redheads equals I am secretly gay.
You have a lot of that lore about you.
They look like aliens to me. They don't look like they belong here. They look like they came here from somewhere else. I don't trust them.
That's why
I don't
people
like them.
them.
I don't like exotic things.
Aaron rips on me for my taste in redheads too. You never liked that about me.
It's just they're gross. They're weird. They're different. They're others. I don't like it.
They're others. You go into a new category.
Right. Redheads. Ugh.
He likes every group better than redheads.
I didn't say that. Jane Mansfield back in the day. Yeah, this is Mariska Hargitay's mom. She died in a car wreck.
Oh, wow. She was hot.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't see much of her.
Look at that bitch looking at her tits next to her in that picture.
So that's Sophia Loren. This is actually a pretty famous picture.
Yeah.
Sophia Loren is like kind of hating on Jane Mansfield for having her tits out like that.
Yep.
A little jealousy there. Sophia Loren, they actually called her the Kevin Brennan of her day.
Think about this too. Marilyn Monroe was a total sex symbol, and she was a little heavier. Even like people don't realize that she was a little like bigger than like today's standard hot.
Does anyone else not see Mariska Hargitay in here at all?
Mariska definitely took after Daddy.
Yeah.
There's a side by side. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they don't look anything alike.
Her mom has a lot of Marilyn in her.
Well,
interestingly enough,
that was kind of the look back then. Marilyn put out though, so it's all good, says
Right.
Joey Baggs.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
if you do watch Mad Men, whenever they go to the strip clubs, all of those strippers are heavier too. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
they're
they
very
are.
soft and like
piggy.
looking.
Yeah.
They move.
Killer Beehive says, I'm Irish and offended. This is just something you're going to have to work through, buddy.
I
Because,
love Irish people.
They're
They're fun. They're rambunctious. They drink and fight.
so stupid, though.
Conor McGregor's.
Like, you got to put up with a lot of lack of intellect for that level of fun. They're some of the dumbest people
fights
who've
like
ever
that.
lived.
There are definitely brain cells missing.
You got to go with Germans.
Germans are not much better in that regard.
Germans
than
are
drinking and fighting.
Yeah, but no. Germans don't drink and fight. Germans just plot to take over the world in whatever they're doing. It's a much higher level fighting.
That has worked out well in the past.
Do we ever stop? No. We're persistent. We've tried a couple times. And by the way, the guy that fucked it up for us, he was Austrian. Like, that doesn't count.
So he doesn't count.
No.
I got it.
He was a LARPer. Remember I said that? Hitler was a LARPer. Hitler LARPed with his pith helmet and all that bullshit. Pith helmet, whatever the fuck it is.
There's going to be a book of Aaron Imholt quotes one day, and one of them's going to be
Hitler was a LARPer.
Hitler was just LARPing.
Hitler claimed Germany. He wasn't from there. Yeah, claiming Germany when y'all live 80 miles away. I don't like it. Anyway, I can't remember where we were.
I just happened to look at your shirt, and it just seemed kind of fitting.
What? Oh, man. Hitler's grandfather was Jewish? Right, like I said. Total LARPer.
So he hated himself.
Shout out and Tired said Germans are 0-2 in war. Yeah, Aaron would be proud of that. Hey, wait a minute. Oh.
The Irish have some good food, too. I like their food.
They just pour gravy on everything.
So do Germans.
We don't claim to be good cooks.
And then us Swedes have like the pale gravy on everything.
Swedes are problematic as fuck. They're not as bad as the Irish.
Swedish meatballs are delicious.
Jose Pantaloni says, I hope an Irish guy beats this nerd up. Could never happen. I could never get beaten up by an Irish person. All you have to have is basic coordination. Fucking stumble bums, and everybody knows it.
Stumble bums.
They're all stumble bums. Sage Retard, PhD, KF. Oh, no, where'd my thingy go? There we go.
Sage Retard, PhD, KF.
With $5 says, Aaron, you've had that effing Mandolin Rain song stuck in my head for 2 weeks. I've been blasting that stupid song. My wife hates you. It's a great fucking song.
Gayest moment of my life last year, I think. I was sick with COVID, and I went to CVS to go get some medicine.
Mandolin Rain was on?
And fucking Mandolin Rain was playing, and I never stopped thinking of it.
That's look, man, you guys can say what you want. It's kind of like Sundown by Gordon Lightfoot. It's just a good fucking banger of a song.
Okay, but when you're sick, you don't need to hear that bullshit.
I don't need to hear Cardi B ever, but, you know, every once in a while it comes on. You just got to deal with it. Shout out and Tired says, I'm Scotch-Irish, and I'll take that challenge. Any ring, any discipline. Ooh. No, not any discipline. Boxing or nothing. I can't do any of that grab you by the dick and turn you into a pretzel shit. Fuck that. I'm like Floyd Mayweather. You gotta only do it if it totally benefits me 100%. I need every advantage in the world.
No Conor McGregor. for you then.
I would spar with Shot Out and Tired for sure. Absolutely. Sparring is fun.
Doesn't sound good.
It's a good goddamn time. Imholt is a pretty fucking German name, dude. You're goddamn right it's a German name.
Okay, but what is Aaron? It's Jewish.
Juden. It is a...
Your grandfather was none too pleased.
Oh, yeah. When my parents told my grandpa on my mom's side, who is Dutch, he's Zink. The maiden name, the name in America is Zinken, but it's like Zonk or Zink, and it's a very Dutch name. It's it's gay. The Dutch don't do clubs. It's a very Dutch name, Dutch, German, whatever. And when they told my grandpa that they were going to name me Aaron, he looked at them and his words were, and I quote, "It's a goddamn Jew baby." First words my grandfather spoke about me
Stuck with you.
were that I was a goddamn Jew baby.
And then he cried.
And then he sobbed uncontrollably. You know, that's what's funny about, like, you talk about World War II and they show all these things about, like, the Germans liberating the camps and stuff like that. And you're like, a lot of these people fucking hated Jews too. Like, there weren't, like, it's not like America came in and they're like, we're the lover of Jews country. It's like a lot of those soldiers grew up and they either never met Jews or their parents on the farm said all kinds of terrible things about Jews. And it's just like, you know, hey, we're liberating the camps. And the American soldiers are like, well, I mean, I don't hate them as much as these guys do, clearly. I mean, you guys get out of here. This is a terrible place to be. I just kind of just passively talk shit about you at the dinner table. I didn't think this is where it would end up. Fuck. Eric says there's plenty of good German meals.
Oh, sure.
Who wants to, you know, sift through it though?
I like a good brat with some sauerkraut.
That's
Delicious.
true. I mean, there's some good German stuff.
Do you like sauerkraut? I thought you hated it for some reason.
I could take it or leave it.
Really?
It's not necessary. There's no reason for it to exist. Aaron's first crib was an oven, confirmed. Okay, I mean, look, just a little. It's a little heavy-handed,
Hey.
I think.
Did your room have wooden doors?
And my room didn't even have a chimney.
It had 6 million ghosts in it, though.
That'd be great if Kevin Brennan was a Holocaust denier. He was like, the camps, they have wooden doors on the gas chambers. They didn't even have a chimney. Why would they even have a soccer team? Like, why would, if you're gonna punish them, why would you even have them playing soccer? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, do you know how many people you would have to kill a day? That if you were gonna kill 6 million of, that's too many.
Kevin, for God's sakes, you're gonna get kicked off
I've been
YouTube.
researching. I looked it up. Like, I don't even know. Like, why? Like, why would you work? Like, why would you feed them?
Kevin only does research on kevinisright.com.
Now I would watch that Misery Loves Company if it was just 4 weeks of him. Of course, that wouldn't be allowed on YouTube.
He would end up in like a uniform or something by the end of it.
He's just doing the show in an old World War II Nazi uniform. Dachau's gay. I don't even think Dachau was like. RB Mach Fry doesn't even mean anything. Like, what did that hard work will set you free? That's like kind of true.
Sponsored by Hugo Boss.
Misery Loves Company is brought to you by Volkswagen. It's a better car.
It's a better car.
Gino can't drive a Volkswagen. Oh
man.
And Frank doesn't do clubs. Jesus Christ.
That is mean.
The furnace doesn't even work. Like, the furnace wasn't on.
Oh, really?
Cyclone B was sold by the Bushes and the Kennedys.
Hey. Kevin got a little spicy.
But again, it would be a better show.
Yes. How does Zumach fit into that one?
He's not smart enough to do that kind of a show. It wouldn't.
He doesn't know any history.
I love that the audience is coming up with ideas now. How do they pay for all that gas? Like, how do you even afford that? Like, you need all those troops for the war, right?
Oh, yeah,
that you can't even use them in the camps. Scarface. Ballpoint pens didn't even exist back then. Like, how are you going to write a diary when you're in an attic? It doesn't even make any sense.
There's no light you can't see.
Oh, Misery Loves Conspiracy.
That's good. I like that.
Buchenwald had a swimming pool and a movie theater. Like, why would you have that if you're just going to kill him? What do you think, Bob? Whatever you say, Kevin.
Fucking accent. Even your face right now, I can't look at you.
V2 rockets weren't possible with the technology they had back then. And we we used the Nazi guys for NASA anyway. Like, they were Operation Paperclip. We should have been teaming with them to fight the communists is what we should have been doing. That was the thing we should have done the whole time. Like, Patton was right and FDR was stupid. Like, we should have been fighting with the Nazis against the communists. They're gonna start calling Zumach Chad Cyclone B. Communism is gay. Like, communism is not even, like, that's not even, it doesn't even work. Like, if you're a communist, we should have been fighting the Russians.
You have to stop. You're going to keep talking like that.
Not going to be able to stop. It's like your face getting stuck a certain way when you're a kid. John Hahn, $100 a week for killing Jews. That's not even worth the gas money. Like, why would you, like, nobody would do that.
Does not get paid enough.
Kevin.
Yells at his commanding officer.
Dude, you got to admit, my version of Misery Loves Company is a way funnier show.
Oh my God. Can you just picture him sitting there in the Nazi uniform? I'm dead.
Shit.
Oh my God.
The Z-Man has a new meaning now. He's a Zyklon Man. Oh, fuck. Let me be. I'll write you a show.
Yeah, who is Bob in that situation?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
What? I don't know.
Because
I'm not sure.
He's sympathetic to all parties.
Yeah.
So.
Mayo Riot with $5 says, we stand with Royce, support his recovery. Yes, of course, we are praying for Royce Lopez as he recovers during this very, very difficult time.